everybody, it's Gail, and today I have this very summery 1970s top for you. This comes to us from Pattons, Australia, so it's British terms in the pattern. It is made with sport weight yarn, and I used Hobbii Rainbow Bamboo, which is actually a viscose, and viscose just means rayon, apparently. I had to look it up. And the thing about this is viscose / rayon is considered a semi-synthetic because you start with a natural fiber like bamboo, and then you treat it so that it becomes this other type of fiber. I don't pretend to fully understand it. I really like it, though. It's a very soft yarn. I also like it because I find bamboo yarns, while beautiful, very, very slippery. I made a turtleneck a few months back, and I used bamboo yarn from Lion Brand. I used Trubu, and it looks beautiful. It's got an amazing sheen, and unfortunately, it's very, very slippery, and it came apart. And if I were to make that sweater again or use that yarn again, I would be knotting my ends rather than just weaving them in. I thought I was okay to weave them in. I was wrong. So just a note. But this does not seem to have that same problem. The weaving in, like, they have not slipped out while I've been working on it. I think it looks a little uneven at the bottom, but it's actually not. I think it's just the mannequin. Stuff looks different on Kenny than it looks on me. But I did want to show it to you on Kenny because it's easier to zoom in on stuff. And so this is a back and then a front, and you have the armhole shaping, of course, and you have the neck shaping. And this flower pattern here is very, very repeatable. It is 4 rows at a time repeatable, and it was very easy for me to remember, which is a rare thing with these types of pattern repeats, so I think it'd be a really easy one for people to remember in general. You will notice in the pattern photo there are sleeves. I do not have sleeves. There is a reason for that, and it's not that I'm anti-sleeve. I think the sleeves are really cute. It's that I originally bought this yarn to make a different project. I bought it to make a waffle stitch vest, but the pattern I had for that vest was not good. I think I know why it went wrong. So it was an old mail order pattern that somebody clearly scanned and then used optical character recognition, or OCR, which is what you do when you want to be able to like text search a PDF. But when you do OCR and then you like save it as a Word file, it does its best guess at what words are supposed to be, and it doesn't always get it right. And so there is a piece of the instructions early on that seems to have been wiped out. So I couldn't make the vest, but I could make this, and I'm very excited. I love this. I really do. It's, I wasn't sure at first if it was late 60s or early 70s because there's a little bit of zhuzhing to the model's hair, and that dark eyeliner can go late 60s, early 70s. I should have known it was 70s from the beginning because Pico Stitch. The Pico Stitch is part of the pattern. And my God, they loved the Pico Stitch in the 70s. I'm actually working on a bikini right now that is all Pico Stitch. Well, like, it's basically all Pico Stitch. You'll see it eventually. It's made of thread. It's taking a while. I have a lot of butt. But this only took a few days. And you make it, you actually make it with a 3mm and a 3.5mm hook. So, down at the bottom, you work the first 5 inches with the 3mm, and then you switch to the 3.5. And so it gives you a little bit of drape, a little bit of movement, without having to do increases or decreases, which I rather like. I also like it because, so this is the size 38, because that's how much room I need in my boobs. And I believe it goes up to size 40, but, you know, as you can see, this is meant to be a very straight up and down sort of top. You're not looking to pull in and loosen out and that sort of thing. And so I think, don't quote me on this, but I think you can probably, if you need more than 40 inches for it to fit you, I think you can just keep the same basic layout of the 3mm at the bottom and then the larger hook at the top, and then adding the number of stitches you need to keep the pattern even. while having the extra room that you need. And I think it's going to keep looking the same. I think it will always look kind of like this. It'll always drape kind of like this. So I can't speak to how the sleeves would change because I didn't make them, but they are meant to be slightly oversized and then gathered at the top when you look at the photo, and the instructions also say so. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it's cute. It's comfy. We're in May as I film this, so it's finally warm enough to maybe even wear it outside. I will need a bra, which is unfortunate, but these are the sacrifices we make for cute tops. Yeah, I think that's it. The pattern I originally got from Etsy, it is watermarked for an Etsy shop called Crochet and Such. That Etsy shop no longer exists. And so rather than linking to the Etsy shop, I have just uploaded the pattern to my website, and it'll be available for free because archiving is key. And I think that's it. I didn't find any mistakes in the pattern. I found it very easy to follow. And yeah, that's the whole kit and caboodle. So as always, if you enjoy what I do here, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, all of that fun stuff. And I will see you when I see you.